nag-responde yung mga pulis. Kaya warrantless arrest ang nangyari. So, possible na sampahan siya ng corruption of public officials under Article 212 ng Revised Penal Code at paglabag na rin ng ating anti-graft law, RA 3019.
Aside from possible criminal complaint, Calalo is also expected to face administrative charges. Public Works Chief Manuel Bunoan has condemned Calalo's alleged bribery attempt.
Tubusin nga po sa kanya. Nanonohol daw yata ng congressman. Ano ba to? Hindi ko po pwede yan sa aming hanay sa DPWH. Dapat to magsilbing aral sana sa mga DPWH, sa mga tao namin dito. Sa ganitong mga pagkakataon po, hindi namin ko papayagan po ng mga ganitong uri ng pamamalakad po ng kanilang mga tungkulin sa DPWH.
Senator Fanfilo Lacson praised Representative Leviste's integrity. In a Twitter post, Lacson said Leviste has offered up to 360 million pesos in kickbacks from infrastructure projects in his district. His suspects, a powerful contractor, is behind the hush money.
Yung investigation should really dig deep into what's behind itong attempt nitong si Calalo to bribe Congressman Leviste. There must be a powerful contractor behind this, and we have to find out.
Lacson added that many DPWH district engineers have become bagmen for contractors.
Why? Bakit yung district engineer si Calalo ang mag-o-offer ng bribe kay Leviste? Hindi ba dapat normally
Yung congressman?
dapat yung contractor? Yung contractor
Okay.
ang mag-o-offer.
House Infrastructure Committee Co-Chairperson Teddy Lidon and House Committee on Human Rights Chairperson Representative Belvinido Apate Jr. want Congressman Leviste and Engineer Calalo to be summoned in the next joint panel hearing on the allegedly anomalous flood control projects. Leviste has been looking into suspected substandard flood control projects in his district. He recently ordered the removal of the sheet piles used in the collapsed flood control projects at the Minambang River in the town of Balayan since it was not up to specifications. Dennis Datu, ABS-CBN News, Batangas.
Ipabaon ng favorite na lang Chucky. Body sa saya, body pa sa sustansya.
Imagine sitting beneath the vast night sky thousands of years ago, stars flickering softly above as you gather around a crackling fire. A storyteller comes to speak, sharing tales of mighty gods, daring heroes, and mysterious creatures that feel both distant and strangely familiar. Greek mythology began just like this. Stories whispered from generation to generation, helping people make sense of the world, teaching lessons about life, and gently revealing truths about what it means to be human. These myths were never just entertainment. They became quietly woven into the very fabric of how humanity has understood itself for millennia. In these tales, gods live high atop Mount Olympus, heroes set out on impossible journeys, and ordinary people confront extraordinary challenges. The ancient Greeks looked to these stories to explain everything from thunderstorms caused by the powerful Zeus to the changing seasons, marked by Persephone's annual journey to the underworld. But beyond these explanations, mythology offered guidance about love, courage, wisdom, and fate, helping people understand not just the natural world, but themselves. You might not realize it, these ancient myths quietly surround us, even today. When we speak of someone's Achilles heel and describe a difficult task as Herculean, we're referencing these age-old stories, often without thinking about it. Greek mythology has left subtle marks on our language, literature, psychology, and popular culture, shaping how we think and communicate. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating world of Greek mythology mythology together, from the very creation of the universe, through the adventures of gods and heroes, to the dramatic stories of humans who dared to challenge their fates. You'll meet Zeus, king of the gods, Athena, goddess of wisdom, Poseidon, lord of the seas, and heroes like brave Hercules, cunning Odysseus, and courageous Achilles. Along the way, you'll dive into epic quests, tragic romances, thrilling adventures, and quiet lessons that still resonate thousands of years later. As always, there's no need to focus on visuals or the screen. Think of this as a
Good evening, and welcome back. Tonight, we're looking at the Zodiac, not as a horoscope, but as a collection of ancient stories, each stranger and more tangled than you might expect. From the fierce lion to the wandering twins, from the scales of justice to the water bearer, every sign has a myth behind it, and some of them are far more complicated, tragic, or downright bizarre than the symbols we know today. We'll start at the beginning and work our way through all 12 signs, uncovering the legends, heroes, and gods that gave them life. As always, I'd love to know where in the world are you listening from, and what time is it for you, whether you're settling down for the night or just looking for a quiet escape into the past. I'm glad you're here. Now, let's begin. If you go outside on a night when the air is crisp and the stars seem sharper than they have any right to be, you might feel that familiar and unshakable pull, your eyes drawn upward, searching, whether you admit it or not, for shapes in the darkness. The ancients called this practice katasterismos, the art of placing stories into the heavens, and they did not simply look for pretty patterns. They hunted for meaning, for symbols, for pieces of themselves scattered and pinned to the black vault above their heads. Today we call them constellations, but to the people who first named them, they were not cold and remote collections